In the top stories, National Assembly sitting set for later this week. Guns and ammunition found in Tobago, and tens of thousands rally in Moldova for EU membership. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday newscast. Today is Monday, the 22nd of May, 2023. I'm Jason Davis. Nationally, parliamentarians will gather at government headquarters later this week for the next sitting of National Assembly. The sitting will be held on Thursday, May 25 at 10 in the morning. The order paper and other papers will be issued at a later date. The National Assembly will be broadcast live on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM and participating radio stations. It will also be televised live on ZIZ TV, Channel 5 in St. Kitts and Channel 98 in Nevis, and it will also be streamed live at www.zizonline.com. Copies of bills are posted when they become available on the website sknis.gov.kn of the St. Kitts and Nevis Information Service under the section Bills. The Honorable Dr. Janice Daniel Hodge has received an overwhelming vote of confidence to continue as political leader of the Nevis Reformation Party. She has been joined at the helm by Dr. Patricia Bartlett following her election to the position of first vice president or deputy leader at the NRP convention on Sunday. In her address, the new leader, Dr. Daniel Hodge, expressed gratitude to the delegates.
Now, over the last 2.5 years, I have grown as a person. I have grown significantly, not because of my own doing, but because all of you who have been around and supported and moved me along the way. It has really grown me, and I say thank you so very much. I have seen in so many of you a determination that I did not know existed. And I saw some of you, when you dug your heels in, when you stood in front of a moving vehicle, when you stood up for NRP, it gave me the motivation and the strength to move on, knowing that NRP is the party for the people of Nevis.
That was re-elected leader of the Nevis Reformation Party, Dr. Janice Daniel Hodge. Dr. Bartlett also addressed the delegates and expressed similar sentiments, adding that the party should give their support to Daniel Hodge.
And so I want you guys to support all of the other executive members, because we are here to, in the first instance, to support the work of NRP. NRP is headed by Dr. Janice Daniel Hodge. And there's no if, ands, or buts. We're going to have to give her our support. We cannot be hauling and pulling and tugging at this stage. We've come too far. We have come too far. And you people, you have embraced me.
J.D. Keynes, the NRP's caretaker for Nevis 1, St. Paul's, was elected as second vice president. The other executive members of the NRP are Chairperson Carlisle Powell, Deputy Chairperson Stephen Hector, Treasurer Bernadette Lawrence, and Party Organizer Ronald Powell. The political leader will appoint the Secretary General, Assistant Secretary, and Assistant Treasurer, acting on the advice of the National Executive Committee. The constituency branches, Youth Arm and Women's Arm, will also be represented on the National Executive Committee by 2 persons each. Sunday's convention also saw a featured address by Victor J. Martin, a former NRP parliamentarian who recognized the late Sir Dr. Simeon Daniel, the late Honorable Ural Swanston, and the late Honorable Berlin Clark, among others. Mr. Martin reminded delegates of the role the NRP plays in St. Kitts and Nevis's development and urged them to remain with the party. In other news, the police have released the autopsy or the results of an autopsy performed on the body of 21-year-old Wani Richardson of Lower Monkey Hill. The autopsy was done on Friday by resident pathologists Dr. Adrian Nunez and Dr. Nautica Phillip. The doctors concluded that death was a result of hypothermic shock due to a massive bilateral hemothorax caused by gunshot wounds. According to police, on the evening of May 14, Mr. Richardson left his home on foot, reportedly to buy something from nearby. His companion, whom he had left at home, reported hearing gunshots shortly after his departure. She left the premises in search of Mr. Richardson and later found him with multiple gunshot wounds about his body. Moving now to news on the regional scene. With the rise in gun-related crimes in Tobago, the Tobago Division of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service has embarked on a Tobago Firearm Recovery Initiative. More in this TTT News report.
On Friday, senior officials told the media they have begun seeing the results.
So far, we have recovered one pistol and 13 rounds of 5.7 ammunition. And that type of ammunition is military grade. Not quite often you'll see, this is the second of such type of weapon we recovered in Tobago so far for a year. So we have seen a new trend of arms and ammunition floating around in Tobago. This weapon is so dangerous that it's as said that worldwide it is used only by the military. It can pierce body armor.
The firearm was found at Coral Gardens, Buku, in a bushy area. No one has been arrested. However, officers say they have leads. Assistant Commissioner of Police Collis Hazel highly commended the officers who made the find.
Today we are celebrating our small milestones of success. And I say this for this reason because today's initiative is what we can say with all assurances is that we have saved 13 lives from the hands of the perpetrators of firearm offenses, having retrieved one firearm and 13 rounds of ammunition off the streets of Tobago.
2 firearms were also seized in Tobago on Thursday. The officers involved in recovering the firearms received certificates of commendation during Friday's press briefing. For 2023, 6 firearms have been recovered in Tobago.
Antigua and Barbuda will soon begin the recycling of plastic bottles as the Plastic Waste-Free Initiative seeks to rid the environment of plastic bottles. The government says it is another significant step in tackling plastic pollution after the move to ban single-use plastic bags in 2016. ABS's Sherilyn Beezer reports.
The initiative, from its inception in July 2021 to March 2023, saw the collection of 7,920,908 PET bottles. Health Minister Honorable Samalwin Joseph compares this with the total importation of plastics between 2014 to 2019.
According to Custom Excise Division, is CIF 144,645,479. with a net weight of 15,378,255 kilos. We are talking about a major initiative here, Mr. Speaker.
Recycling will include all plastics.
Within 12 to 18 months, we will have the capacity to recycle all plastics to make chairs, tables, and desks in Antigua and Barbuda. If we can divert all that so-called waste and repurpose, then you can see the benefit